Hey guys, what's up? It's Looney TNT. Like I said, I don't make a lot of videos about a lot of negative things because there's a lot of other people that can do that. I wanted to talk about the positivity that we've had over the weekend. There's been a lot of people streaming classic World of Warcraft, and a lot of people have had some fun with it. Now, I wanted to talk about what I feel about it, not being in it, just kind of visually watching people play it, and kind of my impressions of someone that is not in the game. Because I think that's what a lot of people are looking for, right? That's why a lot of people like to watch Twitch and things like that. They want to see, well, what's this game about? What is all the hype about it? Should I come back? So they're not going to just dive onto the game and play it and be like, okay, yeah, they're going to want to watch it. And I wanted to kind of talk about what I was feeling when I was watching it. So I was watching a lot of different streams. So I got to look at a lot of different point of views. And I just want to be real. I don't want to sit there and go into the hype and all this other stuff. There was a lot of bad, but I think there was a lot of good also. I think there was more good than bad. Gameplay-wise, I think we could argue, and I know people are going to dislike and not like what I'm about to say. But gameplay-wise, I didn't see it being very good. I was watching Asmongold play as a melee. Being CC'd and rooted and not being able to play for up to like 6, sometimes more seconds because he's frozen and he can't get into the target. I personally just don't see that as fun. Some people do, and that's fine. I just don't see that as a fun gameplay. Now, that said, I think what the biggest thing that everybody's loving right now is not the gameplay. I think some people are enjoying it, the slower pace. I can see where people are enjoying a slower pace gameplay. But I think what people are enjoying the most is the community aspect. Now we have to understand there's 2 servers right now. There's a PvP server and a regular server. And those are what people are playing on. And, they're enjoying being able to see each other and fighting each other, and they're doing a lot of cool stuff. The world is alive, the world is active, and I think that is one of the biggest positive things that has come out of this beta is people see that the community is the biggest part of World of Warcraft. Now, I want to see Classic succeed, and I think it will. I think Classic's going to be awesome. The problem is Classic's not going to be awesome forever. I think there's going to be a lot of people that want to stick around, and I think they're going to play it for the rest of their World of Warcraft time. But people want progression. When Classic servers were announced, the first thing that people were asking, well, is there going to be a Burning Crusade server? What about a Wrath server? They're always looking for that next best thing. So when Classic's out, and I think it's going to bring so much hype to the game, which I think is great. But I think what's going to happen is people are going to want the next thing. We're already seeing, if you're on Twitter, people are already asking Blizzard, hey, so when can we be 40? They're already asking for that next best thing, right? The beta only goes up to 30, and they're wanting more. And a big thing to that is maybe they know what's around the corner, right? But people always want more. So when Classic comes out and we do all the raids and things, there's going to be that, all right, well, let's go to the Burning Crusade. And then the Burning Crusade is going to come, and it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be great. And then everybody's going to be wanting Wrath and so on. I think what we should be doing is having fun with Classic. I think we should love what we have and enjoy it. But I think in time, when the hype kind of goes away, I really want people to focus on the bad of Classic and why we've got to the point where we're at in BFA. Because I think for World of Warcraft to succeed and continue to be a game that everybody loves, I think we need to We need to progress. We need retail or BFA, whatever you want to call it. I think these newer expansions need to take what Classic did wrong, and they need to take what Classic did right and improve on that. There's so many people. It's new, right? Everybody's hyped up. Everybody's loving it. But the Classic community is so, we don't want any changes. This has to be this way. I think that's a good thing, but I think it can also be a really bad thing for the future of World of Warcraft. There are some better things in BFA than there are in Classic. And there are some things better in Classic than BFA. I think once we find that middle ground of what made World of Warcraft great and what continues to make World of Warcraft a good game, even though it's probably at its lowest point, but it's still a good game. I think the problem with BFA was a lot of things were just implemented poorly, right? There's definitely some things that were positive, but I think there was more negatives than positives, right? So we just need to find that mix to make the next expansion amazing. And I think we need to continue to develop that. I think community, obviously, is one of the biggest things about Classic right now. That is what everybody's talking about. Let's say we drop that community aspect in BFA right now, today, right? We could do some massive PvP battles, not lag. We don't have phasing. The realm is the realm. Would that improve BFA? I think it definitely would. It would be a step in the right direction. I want people to, once the hype goes down, I want people to start figuring out what we can do with retail World of Warcraft, because I think that's the future. There are people that love classic cars, right? And there are people that like modern cars. A lot of the newer generation, they're wanting the modern car. They want that fast. They want it to be smooth. They want good gas mileage. They want all this other stuff. But there were some great things about classic cars, right? There are some people that are just die hard and they will not purchase the newer vehicle. But I think we just have to find that happy medium. And I think that analogy was just stupid, actually, now that I think about it. But I think you guys understand what I'm talking about. There's people that like the old models of things, but the newer model will always continue to be put out. They're going to do throwbacks, but they're always going to be progressing, because that's just the way our world works. And I think if we want World of Warcraft to stay at the top, or try to be the top, I think it's the best game ever. That's my opinion. I think World of Warcraft is the best game ever. And I wanted to say that way. So I think we need to take what we've learned from the beta and see what we don't like. There's reasons that certain things were implemented. Let's figure that out, and let's just not jump to a conclusion and this has to happen, because I think there's a lot of things that can be switched. Classic, for example, a lot of people are complaining about spawn rates, right? Well, that's why we have spawns the way we do today. Is that good? I don't know if it's good. I don't. It's definitely funner. I think we can. I think that can be argued. I think it's funner to be able to kill mobs over and over and over rather than waiting 5 minutes or running around and hoping one spawns. I think being able to continue to go is fun. That said, an infinite amount of resources, I don't know if that's good also. A mage being able to just fully bust its rotation and continue to go hard for 10 minutes, I don't know if that's good or not. Right? I think there's pros and cons to going out of mana or having full mana the whole fight. So I think there's a lot of things that we can learn. I think there's going to be so many things we learn within the next year or so of classic World of Warcraft. And I'm excited to see what the developers see and take what we love and adjust what we don't love, adjust what we're really not sure about, but not overtune that. I don't think it should go, 1 to 100. If we don't like something, I think sometimes we need to let the developers do what they do, right? They created classic World of Warcraft, and, we had a lot of critiques about it, and they gave into a lot of those critiques, and now we're stuck at a game where we're not enjoying it as much. So we'll see what happens. I just wanted to make a video of my impressions of Classic, the beta, from someone who hasn't played it. I've watched hours of people playing it, and there's a lot of similarities, and we'll see what happens. All right, guys. That's about it. Like, favorite, share, subscribe, do what you need to do. I know there's going to be a lot of dislikes on this video just because I'm not agreeing with everything in Classic. I think it's great, but I don't agree with everything in Classic at the moment, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot more dislikes than likes on this video. But, that said, I'll probably only get like 100 views anyway, YouTube. So, all right, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon.